Alright. We need a motherfucking dub. Bad. Broncos, Saints, Chargers.
On the safety, bullet pass either way, and you get a very easy one-play touchdown against cover 4 drop. Against cover 3 zone has the same success. You streak that B route. Typically want to run it from a hash mark, like I said right here. Once it gets inside that safety, just bullet pass either way. Another easy one-play touchdown cross from the field. All you really have to do is put the RB route on a drag. And I mean, you don't even have to really do that, but ultimately these are some really good 3 levels of passing between the running back, the tight end, and the receiver over here. You can leave the RB route doing what it's doing. Like I said, it's a check and release, but it's also a good man beat route. This is a very good man beat route as well. As you can see, so we get open underneath. That was a man cover 1 or a man 0. Next up, we got the smash. All you really have to do is put the B route or the X route on the streak, and the B route should get outside just about any man zone, especially the cover 2 like we have here. That'd be a very big play. Next up, we got the halfback inside zone. It's just a good run play. I find inside zones are typically some of the better run plays. A lot of times, this guard will break off to the next level, though he didn't on that play. But you can see how you can have a very consistent run game with a play like this. You'll get 2 back-to-back positive runs. That one, obviously, a very big run. It doesn't really matter, like I said, a lot of times this left guard will break off. If he does, great. If he doesn't, obviously it's less successful. Next up, we have the mesh. Against cover 2 zone, we just streak the B route, motion out the RB route. It's really that simple. The RB route will get outside the cover 2 just as long as you wait till he gets past the cornerback and then bullet inside and pass lead to the sideline. Against cover 3, the B route will get open in the seam as long as you have a little bit of a better tight end. The wall spot will get open. Against cover 3, the B route will get open up the seam, and against man coverages, the Y route and the A route, the drags, will be really good plays. But ultimately, the biggest play to be had here is the one to cover 2 outside to the running back. Next up, we got the PAFL stretch. Against cover 2, Tampa 2, all you really want to do is put the B route out here on a streak, and that will typically get the A route open over the top of it. So you can have a really successful play there. It also has some success against cover 3 as well. You want to choose cover 3. It's just a good, it's just a good play. Although this formation really involves a lot around the run plays, you can see how once again you can have a lot of success outside, especially with an athletic tight end like Gesicki. It's got a good man-beating route too. So for man cover 0, or when people put the 25-yard curl flats out, which would look something like cover 2 man like this, and then the Y routes typically are, instead of deep halves, are typically in curl flats, which is something a lot of people do. The X route can really have a lot of success. So I'm just going to give myself a little extra blocking. This is something where, he's basically just going to get a little stutter step and go, and then as long as I have a little bit of time to pass, you can see he's going to get open. So this is something that you definitely need online. Let's go ahead and do that one more time. Also works against man 0 the same. I mean, I'll go down running against man 0 because ultimately we just saw that against man cover 2. You saw he was open. So I'll go and do that one more time. Just give myself a little extra blocking, a little stutter step route there. Once he basically gets past it there, I probably feel a little too early. There's definitely some time to this as well. We'll go ahead and we'll do the cover 2 man variation one more time.
Alright, fellas, let's not make fools of ourselves.
Like I said, a lot of people have been doing that for years. Just take up the crossers, but it won't matter because this is not a cross play. It's just right there. We just get a lot of separation. It's a very easy one. That's not again cover 0, cover 1, or cover 2 with pro flats. So now we're going to cover 1 hole, and I'll just, same setup. It's cover 1, cover 2, or cover 3. I'm just going to streak the B route. Streaking the B route will get the cover 1 safety over enough to give me that one-on-one I want. So I can basically just bomb it up over the top of this cornerback here. Obviously, you probably need a little bit of speed advantage, which I probably have with Will Fuller. Next up, we have the slow to the seam.
Against man cover 1, man 0, put the B-round of drag. You can motion them out. You can try to get that safety over a little bit. I'll put the A-round on the streak as well, just to make sure he pulls back that couple of safety. The X-route should get open against just about any man cover, just as long as you have, pretty decent receiver right there. They get the touchdown, but you can see he gets behind the quarterback. That's the bottom line. So man cover 1, man 0 should have that effect. Next up out of the slip back, left side, get the stretch alert looking. This play's going to be best against cover 3, cover 4, hand it off, try to take it wide. If it's a man coverage, you typically just want to throw it to the X route. It's a really good play, especially if it's like...
We welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the Dallas Cowboys.
Got a bomb first, fellas.
Already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
And you're going to have even more of an advantage, which you can't motion off the receiver side. So you see that's my biggest run. We truck over a dude there. This player, all we're going to do is flip the play. I typically find it's best playing to the short side because it's spread a little better with the receiver out far. There, though, you didn't really get the block that was perfect, but you can see how it's still, to me it's best to flip it. Next up, we have the zone big jet. Now, this play here, you want to make sure you have your fast tight end. Like I just put Darren Waller over here.
Already starting off on the wrong foot.
And a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
I would suggest it, but it's something that you can definitely throw on as a nice control. So I need all covers, cover 3, cover 4. These do not look like that. These look like cover 2s. But you can see that you can have some success and you can definitely catch your point off guard. Next up, we have the PA boost slide. Against any zone covers, the B route is going to be a good play. This is long as you streak the A route. Not really a lot of great man coverages here, but you see the B route. That was either a cover 2 or cover 3. You can see it's a very big play. It typically doesn't matter because most zone coverages aren't very good. So we're definitely got to cover 2. That's the last one cover 2. That's definitely cover 2. You can see it's going to attack the same area.
And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
So that's definitely a man option. And then your B route's going to be your cover 3 route. Next up, we have the PA jet sweep. So the X route here, you can see you don't have the ability to smart route it. It's still very good.
Now back to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Well, this defense for the Giants, they had certainly had their struggles to start the season, but they put it all together in getting that first victory a week ago.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolute phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
And he will have a Cowboys first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm a little cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. And you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. 3rd down conversion here is good. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. On 2nd down now. It's Barton, and the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
Series of run plays. Just blows up around all. So the reason this formation doesn't have a ton of plays in it, but typically, just because of this run play itself, they don't have a lot of ball run traps. This is something that I suggest to prevent play. It's a very consistent.
They'll look to throw.
And
he finds his target.
God damn.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
For this X route. to get to a point where you can pull it past it away from the safety. Now, one of my slower, lesser impressive receivers running that route, but you can see it still works out fine. Going over the replay, this is something that basically you just have to wait for two things. Number one, you have to wait for that quarterback to slow down and react to the crosser, which he does for whatever reason. And then the other thing is you have to wait for this receiver to cross 31 yards, which you can see right here. Ball's coming out of the crossing. First down, 31 yards, except for the half-back power up.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
Mission accomplished on that throw. Slant, pick up the first down. I like how I just put it on the receiver and didn't lead him on that one.
Happened quickly. Defense, not much they could do. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to run it.
Come on with the holding, man. Damn.
So a decent gain, but not in the middle.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating.
That's what killed us last game.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a first.
Dirty motherfuckers.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there.
So you having some problems over there?
With the curl flat set up, he'll have the same success, just has to get some blocking.
2nd and 8 coming up. Well, the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Next up, out of the
2nd down and 8. Hands it off out of the gun. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Defense, or whether you want to run it to the short side, man, this is just a really good blocking play. As you can see, it's just
Looking to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Barton. And he will have a Cowboys first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Barton. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Back to throw. He finds his man complete. It's Schultz. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
On 3rd down.
Good deep. Terrible motherfucking block.
He lost 2 and it brings up 4th. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
any one of these coverages. I'll work on cover 2, probably the second most, because I do like cover 2. Although I did pick the one slice as well. That's probably Hawaii. But here we go. We're going to cover 2 up here. So like I said, when you make this adjustment, you see it kind of messes up when it comes to these guys. You know, basically, it'll change up everything the more adjustments you make.
They'll pass up a field goal attempt. It would have been a 45-yarder. Now they'll go for it on 4th. Back to throw here. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
This is a really good way to pick something. I'm not really a fan, but cover 3, cover 1 man look the most similar pre-snap. But cover 2 is a little bit of a giveaway based on the fact you go from some safety to 2 high safeties. But this here, like I said, you can confuse your opponent. They can look at this and think you're that cover 2 shell, and then you're coming off the edge with a really good blitz.
He'll look to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 11th. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Really nice pick there for the reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week. And a good story on that. He said he didn't even know he won the award. His buddy had to call him. He saw him on television and said, hey, congratulations. How about that?
And I'll bet you his buddy said, well, since you didn't know, I'll just go ahead and claim the award, right? And everything that goes along with it. But the reason he won the award the previous week and what we just saw there, instincts, understanding where the play is going, and being able to make a play on the football.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Put him in something else. Have your blitz always put him on the opposite side. If you're using it as a blitz, I mean, a lot of times you use it as a blitz.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Flushed, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And a short 3-yard pickup gets him up to the 15. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
He doesn't go anywhere, but pinch your defense, pinch your defense line, stand outside. Now you're going to see it, and I can basically just shoot that right over the center here. This guy here, I don't know if down low that. If I have no choice,
on 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
But ultimately, I can shoot the gap right over that center.
Looking long for Thomas. And this is
Good hit.
Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. Fielded at about the 28. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. One interception. It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there on the catch and run. The offense has to love that because that was just a dump down, and then he turned something out of seemingly nothing.
And the best quarterbacks understand that dumping it down is often a good play, a better play than even what was drawn up.
1st and goal from just inside the 5. Now a handoff
Oh, my fault, fellas.
From the 4 down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. And they'll run again. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. As his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Thomas. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
So both of these players are really good. But it's the same stuff. It doesn't even matter which defense you use. Now, me personally, I'm not a soft squat. If I make a coverage adjustment, I would go over the top of the flat. Personally, I think the flat flats are really good. But that's neither here nor there. So, set up for the blitz. Let's
the Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. Will go down as a gain of 6, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And they got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, free up the D lineman to make the play.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
So ultimately, this is the setup here. This actually comes down this gap.
They'll run with Barkley.
Woo, good D.
Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. Saquon Barkley denied on 4th down. And the Cowboys defense is going to get him the football back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Have a great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal. They'll certainly have the green light here.
God damn. Bruh. The hell?
He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
Right here, you got that random play. Oh, he throws it up in the coverage, but I did see the cornerback came free there. Real quick, we did get that blitzing.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
As you can see, this is the desired effect that we have.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for a 2nd down. They'll drop to throw.
God damn.
It's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. So now it appears they're going to accept the penalty, which means take away the interception. Also means keep your defense on the field. Don't understand this one bit.
I find this is the best effort. I can also find you can also move
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target.
Because this guy here is on straight back.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone.
Damn! Good shit.
A great play there. His first touchdown.
Why we can't do that shit?
And the Giants are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Once for the extra point, and we are tied here in the second quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Running back was blocking again. Did not matter. Let's go and let's watch the replay. You can see
We need a QB bad.
That's one of the most important things.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go.
Oh, look at this motherfucker, man. Damn, you terrible.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He didn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Looks good on the extra point. That makes the score 14-7.
QB got to go, baby.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they will not really have time to do much of anything. 15 seconds, all that remains before halftime. They'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And that is incomplete.
So I guess that answers the question whether or not they want him throwing it again right away after throwing the pick six on the previous drive.
Yeah, not something conservative or underneath. Pretty big shot right there.
Get him right back in the saddle and say, go ahead and sling it, big guy.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. They're going to look to throw. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the Giants out in front. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Okay, Coach. Yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. And Thomas just going to hold on to this one. It's a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Second half begins with a run from Barkley. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards. And now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them? And do I have enough confidence to make a play?
I feel like the matching concept might be a little bit better coverage, but I really leave it up to you guys because to me, you can do this exact same set of both. But the one I see people use the most.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
So make sure you have your best players
He'll look to throw. He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney.
They all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Now, that was the record of contracts that the areas definition of transport on the same time. All you do is check them out. They're restricted below discount code money. They turn on. It's always guaranteed big seats on the market. Now, we'll start off.
A first down carry for Barkley.
Ooh, killed him.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Now Saquon Barkley. And after the good game last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. On second down, Barkley. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Third down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
No matter what formation you're looking at in offense, they're going to have the outside leverage. They're going to have the widest point. So consider there's more outside run opportunities based on the fact that these guys are going to be wider than the widest blockers, which is basically give you outside run fits every single time. And then the pinch also basically takes away any run lanes inside. So any inside zones are going to get shut down by these 4 defenders, and if there's any outside runs, they're basically getting taken care of by these outside guys. So it's a really good
now with the play clock down at 2, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. So 1st and 2nd down went the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13.
25-30 for people that ask. But this is pretty much going to be the setup. And like I said, I expect a low throw or an outside run.
They'll set up to throw.
What is y'all doing?
They'll have it in the red zone before it crosses over out of bounds. And defensively, they were in zone coverage.
No wonder.
You have to be a little careful. You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone.
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme, and you can drop anyone out of you.
And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty, no question there.
You don't think they spent a couple of seconds mulling over what the penalty
I don't
would do?
even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Lutz with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because
What the fuck is going on with you motherfuckers, man?
You can't go out there and go 3 and out.
God damn.
Substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. They'll look to throw here. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up on the USC man, Adoree Jackson.
Good game.
Bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. Making back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I'm going to play cards against this guy in the locker room.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they gave up the pick 6. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to
God
really take
damn, cuz.
Give your team a chance.
I like the hard back with the pressure typically come up pretty good.
The defense guys can't catch. Evidence to the contrary on that possession.
Even I was coming in, which wasn't even really planned. So here's that.
Cuz kids annoying as fuck.
You don't want to try to break the open. You don't want to look like it just it's obvious that it blitzing one. But that's really the players. You can blitz either one. And your opponent, if there's
the big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll
Yeah, we terrible.
It's second down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll set up a throw. He'll fire deep downfield from Lamb.
Look at this nigga.
Intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Elijah Molden. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's
4 guys being blocked by 5 guys, and this guy's coming in free right into the quarterback's ear. He has to get rid of the ball. And you can see coverage is pretty good too. Everything's pretty much locked up out there. Like I said, full set, I'm pretty much just slanting outside, guessing pass, and then hovering over this gap, which looks like we got a guy right over the middle, and we're getting the sack off the other side. So you can see we get sacks off either side. It's really what's going to make this a really good scheme. It's one of the reasons that people like to run it is you really have your choice. You can't
completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm. And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
On 1st down, Barkley. And they'll get him down right around the 16. 8 yards to go on 2nd down. They'll go to Barkley again. He will push his way down to about the 14. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6. 2 yards on the 1st down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the 2nd down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And this is going to be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, we're having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Now a throw here to his running back. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Then I'm going to slant them to the right as well. And then I'm just going to basically, this guy here, he's not far, he's cheating me a little bit. But I basically want to take one of these players. Typically, I take the
from the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
I'm just going to basically put it in the blitz.
Looking left side, and it's complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A big play that time through the air. 36 yards. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime,
it'll be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And the Giants are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, stating the obvious, this is going to be one that the rookie quarterback is going to want to forget pretty quickly.
And what quarterback has not gone through this in their rookie year?
Yeah, they all have. I guess it's cliche, but these are the ones you hope to grow from, right?
It's just part of life on the road in the NFL. He has to learn from it and grow.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. Nifty move. Once more the juke. And all the way down to the 35. A big play there for the Giants. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and take the like turtle at this point. You just go ahead and play.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense can crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. A great effort there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Giants are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Lutz good on the extra point, and that will increase their lead to 28. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
So I think now doing all this is not going to be great to go against the
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And you hate to see this for them, but they're looking at yet another loss to begin this season. Things really going from bad to worse as they trail here starting this drive 1st and 10 in the 4th quarter. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. I think you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
Coming up on 2nd and 7.
So that would be my first play that I put in my adjustments. I typically would take this one out.
And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
But I would say my next favorite play would be the RB cross 3 shift 2. Now, this trick here is already really good. It's something I've put out multiple times over multiple years, and it works really well this season.
Looking to throw. Bailey finding a safety valve here. That's complete. Touchdown, Cowboys! A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Thomas. Well, now how about this return? He's to midfield. Still going past the 30. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs, as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
All I'm going to do, if I want to bring these guys down and to put them in position to make plays against the run, I'm going to hit Y triangle, then I'm going to hit
about set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Bailey. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll run on 1st down. It's Barton. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe you can expect more passes like that downfield. Back to throw is Bailey on 3rd down. And a throw going to be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball.
Wide open,
That guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
You got a lot of smaller guys on the field, so you really have to make sure that, you match person.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Now, I'm not going to cheat to the, since I know.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs.
I didn't go for it. I don't want to tip my hand, but I know what the plays are.
And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Try to stay in my lane. And you can see the safety typically shoot down and fill those gaps. So it's going to look like that way to go on just to show what these safeties do. In column 4, typically the safeties will play the run first. And you'll see they just basically walk right down to the box. That's what makes this a really good defense, because they will play down. Cover 3 safeties will do that. Cover 2 safeties will do that. Cover 4 safeties will play down. They will fill. And you can see right here, this guy here.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
This guy is grabbing.
He dumps it off to Barkley. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Anytime I come out I see a shotgun, I typically shift the left because inside zone is a really good option. So you can do that and give yourself a little bit of advantage too. And then you can see what it says. You're really giving up under gains at best. But today, after that,
2nd and 3. And his throw is incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he will have a Giants first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. They'll look to throw here on first down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Thomas. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. There again is Thomas. They've gone to him a lot. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. 2nd and 1. This is caught. His big game continues. Already has the 3 touchdown grabs, tacking on some more yardage and a first down.
And how precise has his route running been in this game? We just saw him get open yet again, and he's also made adjustments as the defense has tried to really stop him.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he will get into the end zone.